Hello students, I welcome you to iProf Learning Solutions. I am here to teach you chapters on physical and inorganic chemistry. Our today's topic with which we are going to start is the chapter of physical chemistry known as chemical equilibrium. In this very chapter we shall be completing the following subtitles, mainly the types of chemical reactions, the nature of equilibrium, the factors affecting equilibrium state, the law of mass action, also known as Goldberg and Voges law, the equilibrium constant and its nature, the factors affecting equilibrium constant, applications of law of mass action to chemical equilibria as well as physical equilibria, and finally, the Lee-Shetler principle and its applications to physical as well as chemical equilibrium. Let us now start the chapter. Chemical equilibrium state is defined as a state of chemical reaction in which rate of forward reaction becomes equal to rate of backward reaction. Let us start with the types of reactions with respect to the chemical equilibrium. All reactions in the chemistry can be classified into two categories. They are known as reversible reactions and irreversible reactions. Irreversible reactions are those which proceed only in one direction. We can say they go to completion or almost 99.9% completion. Such reactions do not attain a state of equilibrium and therefore they are out of the focus of the chapter of chemical equilibrium. Let us have some examples of irreversible reactions. For example, if we heat potassium chlorate solid in a hard glass test tube, it decomposes into potassium chloride with the liberation of oxygen. We know that oxygen doesn't combine back with potassium chloride to give back potassium chlorate. Similarly, if we have a reaction between sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid, which we know as neutralization reaction, here we get sodium chloride and water. Everybody knows that sodium chloride doesn't react with water, so instantaneously to give back sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. Similarly, the reaction between sodium and water to produce sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. There is no reaction between hydrogen gas and sodium hydroxide to give back sodium and water. Another very common reaction of irreversible type is the reaction between sodium chloride solution and silver nitrate solution. To give a precipitate of silver chloride and sodium nitrate solution. Such precipitation reactions are also irreversible reactions because the precipitate won't go into the solution to carry the reaction in the backward direction. So these are certain examples of irreversible reactions and we have to do nothing with these reactions in the course of this chapter. Let us now look at reversible reactions. Reversible reactions are obviously those which proceed in the forward as well as in the backward direction. And therefore, they are likely to attain a state of equilibrium. And therefore, law of mass action is applicable to reversible reactions. Reversible reactions can be further classified into two categories. They are known as homogeneous and heterogeneous reactions. Let us first of all look at the examples of homogeneous reversible reactions. All the three types of homogeneous reversible reactions are available. Reactions in the gaseous medium, reactions in the liquid medium, reactions even in the solid state. I'll write certain examples over here. So far as gaseous reactions are concerned, one very common example is the reaction between hydrogen and iodine to give HI. Don't think that it is the reaction between hydrogen gas and iodine solid, because iodine is a solid at room temperature. But iodine is a sublimable substance. The reaction is not between hydrogen gas and iodine solid. It's the reaction between hydrogen gas and iodine gas to form HI gas. Another example of this type is the reaction between nitrogen and oxygen to form nitric oxide. A very well-known example is the reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen to form ammonia. A reaction between sulfur dioxide and oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. Dissociation of phosphorus pentachloride to give PCl3 and chlorine. So these are some examples of gaseous homogeneous reactions in which reactants and products both are in the gaseous state. Now I will illustrate some examples or an example of a reaction which is reversible in nature but occurs in the liquid phase. The example of that liquid phase reaction is a reaction between acetic acid and ethyl alcohol. To give ethyl acetate or ethyl ethanoate and water. So don't think that reversible reactions are the monopoly of gaseous reactions. There are reactions occurring in liquid phase also, they are reversible. And a very, very important example of a reversible reaction occurring in the solid phase is the reaction between or the conversion of diamond into graphite. This is a very extraordinary solid phase reversible reaction. Of course, it can be carried out in the laboratory, but it needs very high temperature and pressure. Within the earth, of course, it is occurring, it is found. So that solid phase reaction example is carbon diamond changing into carbon graphite. The solid phase reversible reactions are not many, but we cannot say that solid phase doesn't have reversible reactions. Here is an example to illustrate that.